Hi, so this is my stock temperature app. It gives sort of a brief, quick overview of how the market's doing as soon as it comes up, and then it lists the values and updates the values from some US stock indices and some stocks that I have preset here. So you notice when it first comes up, it makes sort of a mooing sound. That's the bull. Today the S&P 500 is up more than 0.07%. That's my criteria for the indexes to see for whether they are green or blue or red. Blue means that that index hasn't really changed very much. Red means it's down. And then the overall background is set by the value of the S&P 500 and how much it has moved today. So you can listen real quick and you'll hear the bull again when I do a mouse click. So that happens at startup, and then anytime you do the mouse click, it will refresh its data from Yahoo Finance site. So this is the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, the 10-year Treasury bond, and the VIX, the volatility index. And the VIX is red because the volatility is down when the market is up. So that makes sense. So, and you see the background here is set by the S&P 500 value. It's using live data, so I can't really make it change without changing code. So let me just show you the sounds that we get if we reverse the bull and bear. Okay. Save. Close this and run. So that's the scary bear noise, and you see that your background then is set to red. I only changed it in that one piece of setup code, and I didn't change the displays for the rectangles. So you see that it doesn't agree with the S&P 500 value, which is normal for this kind of little hack. If I mouse click, it's going to refresh again, and you won't see this anymore because that was setup code that I just went through. So now it's more back to where it ought to be. So then one more hack, and I will change this value to 1.05 and this one to 0.95. That's just going to make a greater range for it to check to see if it's doing anything bullish or bearish, or if it's just boring. So this is going to say it's pretty boring, even though if those moves were really happening, it really wouldn't be. So this is requiring a 5% move in the index. Whoops. Let's see, what did I do wrong? Oh shoot, that didn't work. Okay, so this is just a code change that will show the difference in if it was a 5% move in the index, and mostly that's just because today's data is only about a 1% move, and so then you'll get to hear what happens when the market's boring and we get the sound of crickets. So here we start up the app. I changed this to 0.05. And you see there's your crickets noise that starts up, and your background is blue. Again, I didn't change the values for the indices, and so those rectangles are still being colored appropriately. And if I mouse click, I'll get out of that setup code. And that's how it really looks today. So that is the quick demo of the stock app. These are just some stocks that are, you can see some are red, some are Some are green. Nobody seems to be blue right this second. And thanks very much. Bye.